Arn Anderson. Arn, great to have you with us this evening, sir. How are you?
And he's also the proud father that saw his son take a shovel to a man with MLW show that we were at.
Well, buddy, let's do it. Let's get right into that MLW show, because it just wasn't your son who took a shovel to somebody. Before he took a shovel to someone, you got yourself involved in that match a little bit, did you not?
Well, I'm a strategist. I got no problem saying that. I think of things and look at things a little different than a lot of people do. When you're in one of those type matches, which is a bunkhouse match, which is like a no DQ, which is like street fight, any of those type matches, once that bell rings, anything can happen. I mean, guys can rappel out of the ceiling if they want to, and nobody ever takes advantage of that. So this being a monster, and we all know that, 7 feet tall, 285 pounds, maybe 300 pounds. We thought we better get an edge. CM, myself, Brock, we did a little philosophizing there and just decided that as soon as the match was underway, we would get after it. And that's what we did.
Listen, I had to watch. I saw you get in there, grab a kendo stick, as you saw there in the picture for those watching on YouTube. We got some pictures this week, by the way. But you, Brock, CW, I mean, it was chaos. It was pandemonium. Folks were swinging from the rafters, and that's not all that was getting swung around. You were swinging that kendo stick at the big man, and I couldn't believe it. I thought your days in the ring, I mean, all that activity were over. I thought to myself, is Aaron going to hit him with a kendo stick after she sees him doing all this in the ring? I don't know, but it was wild, and it was a good time.
She was not happy about it, that's for sure.
I can imagine. But talk to us about Brock. You said it. Big match for him. He's getting rave reviews from what I'm seeing online.
Well, he just, he brought it. When he came down that aisle, I couldn't see him because I was behind him on the entrance. But when I watched it back, it's the guy that believed his own press. He's starting to figure out that, hey, he belongs as much as anybody. And as long as he brings it, he's going to be okay. And that's what I saw that night. I was beaming with pride.
As you should be. He was walking down the aisle with confidence. And not only that, but just the facials and the way he was talking to the crowd. And man, he belonged, and it was great to see, and just fantastic all the way around. So glad that you had a good time. You were safe and didn't get hurt, and you were okay afterwards, and that Brock just had a tremendous showing at MLW. The whole card was good. It was put together well. Saw Killer Cross was there, Matt Riddle, they had a big match, and so many others. So looked like you had a fantastic time there in Charleston.
Now, let's just make sure one thing. I'm not going to be sitting here saying that I was a factor or that I thought I was going to be a factor or anything like that. I had an exit strategy already mapped out for if in case that thing didn't go south, which it did go south, and I got on out of there.
Good for you.
Stayed gone.
That's it. Well, I'm happy you did, and you're here, you're healthy with us. And because of that, you're able to make more appearances. And the one appearance that we're going to talk about tonight, that is the big one coming up, Arn. You know it. It's WrestleCade. It's you and Brock. You're going to be at the Benton Convention Center this coming weekend. And not only are you going to be there for the meet and greets, the autographs, talking to all the fans and everything, Brock's going to be wrestling again in a tag team match. He and CW, Brittany in the corner against Brian Myers and Matt Cardona. What a fantastic match and opportunity this is for Brock once again, but for all the fans to meet all of you this weekend.
I certainly hope that this is allowed to be a wrestling match without a bunch of toys and a bunch of weapons and all that. These four can give you what the people of the Carolinas like, and that's a story, and tell a story. Those two guys are tremendous talents. We're honored to be in the same building with them, and I think the business in general owes those guys a great debt of gratitude for what they're doing for the business and all the young guys coming up.
It's true. They're going to be there too. And you said it, you're hoping for a wrestling match and not toys, but that sparked something in my mind, because speaking of toys, we know what Cardona and Myers have done for the wrestling toy business. And you mentioned to me before we jump on, Paul, I got to mention something about this show, because I've got in hand for WrestleCade some figures, and I don't have a big stockpile of these. So make sure if you're coming, you come on Friday. Arn, you have some there with you. You want to show the fans what you got and what you have available this coming weekend?
Yeah. Now, these were the ones that were gifted to me from the people that produced them. Now, this is not Woo Woo's company.
Okay.
But this is the ones of me and Tully, a fellow up north. I wish I had the name. It's just foolish for me not to be able to plug the company. It's Hastel. That's right. Hastel Toys. Okay. So I've only got 10 of these. So if you get there early, like some of our most loyal fans do, and I always like to take care of them because they're consistent and they're always there for us. Here's the big deal. Woo Woo's company. Major
wrestling figures, and that's the big rubber guy.
13 is all I've got of these, but it's going to be first come, first serve. And just want to show some loyalty back for you guys, let you know how much I appreciate you, and where we can, there's a reward at the end of the rainbow.
Love it. Collectmajor.com. Check out more of their figures too. Beautiful figures, Arn. And I know, as you call him, Woody, well, the rest of us know him as Tully. He's going to be down there too. I'm sure he'll have his figure too from that line. What an exciting time it's going to be at WrestleCade, Arn. I can't wait to be down there. And it's going to be cold. 40s in the 40s, Arn, down in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Cold at the Cade.
I'm sure Tully will have approximately the same amount and the same packaging, he and I, that I have. So if you were to miss out on mine, his is probably just right up the road there somewhere.
Oh, it's going to be great. I'm sure many that have bought that toy line got both of you together. That's the way to do it. The Brainbusters, the Horsemen. So it's fantastic. And listen, last thing that we're going to talk about too is just check out fourhorsemanshop.com. I'm not going to get into more shilling than that. You guys, we've talked about it before. The comics autographed, as you can see here, by Arn, still available. I've already updated the inventory on the site because half of them are gone. Only half are left. And when they're gone, they're gone. Plus a lot of other great merchandise. We're seeing quarter zips and hoodies and all kinds of winter gear being sold left and right. So check out fourhorsemanshop.com. But Arn, I want to transition because
before you go any further, let me just say we will have paperbacks there this weekend as well.
Arn, are you ready for your first super chat of the evening?
Sure.
Okay, let's do it. Darren, thank you so much. $15 super chat. Talk about Thanksgiving. We're thankful for you, Darren, for that. He said, Arn, fathers are proud of their sons for many reasons. This is the first time I've heard of he took a shovel to a man as a specific point of fatherly pride.
Well, you got to consider it's coming from me. Now, I do have a history of doing things a little strange sometimes. Tying people up and getting their hand with baseball bats and follow them to work and all that crazy stuff, getting them in the concrete and scrubbing their face. There is a history. It's not like it's one thing just popped up out of nowhere.
It's true. Good, valid point.
The apple doesn't fall very far from the tree, apparently.
Yeah. When you got a hitman like Arn Anderson through the time, whether it was the rock and roll.
Former hitman.
Yeah. Whether it was burying Ricky Morton's face in the concrete floor, going after Dusty's hand in the parking lot of JCP, any of these things, of course he'd be proud. Darren, you should know that. He's following in Daddy's footsteps.
So now it's a new measuring stick, Darren. You take a shovel to a man, there's your pride point if you're a dad.